She a freak, 10-10 freak. She don't want to speak, she want beat to the beat. I'm the voice of the street, it's a freak in the sheet. She want me for her tea, I got me for your meat. I am mad.
I love a cheeky. Guys, the hay fever is beating me up.
Today, me too.
Like, it's not even sunny. Like, my throat is itchy, my eye is itchy, and my nose is like twinkly. Like,
That's why I didn't wear makeup today, because I was like itching.
itchy.
I
Oh.
literally rang my friend and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, just hay fever."
And I thought it was gone, but
I'm so glad I don't know what hay fever feels like. Thank Jesus.
it feels like a dry, itchy cold.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's the itchy for me.
It's
Yeah,
mine.
that's
Like,
what it sounds like is irritating, not even the cold aspect. The fact that it's probably like an itch you can't scratch.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I want to go into my nose and do this.
oh, is it your nose? For me, it's the back of my throat.
Yeah, back of my throat was there.
So like, I just constantly like, yeah, with
Like a
my
cat.
I love that.
First of all, I do the. Yeah, I do that.
I like
My mom used to do that, and then she got pregnant with my brother, and then she had him, and she lost
Stop
hay
getting it.
fever.
So you're saying I
Yeah.
should get pregnant, and then that's
That
what
was
will
LOL.
stop.
that was not
That's.
the answer.
I think that's. Listen,
that was not.
you.
the
I have
answer.
ears, and I heard
But you know, my
that.
poor little brother, like when she was pregnant with him, she had a nosebleed.
Sheesh.
And like mid pregnancy, I remember just sitting there being like, "Is your nose bleeding?" Like it just bled from nowhere. He has nosebleeds all the time.
really.
And he, out of all of her kids, is the only one who has hay fever.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
poor
like she
kid.
passed it on or
She
something.
literally passed it
Yeah.
all on to him.
Actually,
Poor
The
kid.
worst.
I found out that I'm anemic.
And
Anemic.
I'm not one bit surprised because I told her this about 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Rose thinks she just knows me, but like,
This girl be sitting in my car, right? My car thermostat is telling me it's 19, 20 degrees. And Demi's cold.
it's chilly.
My house.
Is that what anemia? I thought it was like, is it cold and tired?
Yeah, this girl can sleep like this.
Fair.
She's always tired. And then that's what I didn't understand.
I'm not always tired.
She'd be like, I'm so tired, I'm gonna take a nap. And I'm like, girl, like, you've been sleeping. Like, you slept.
Bro, I'd love
Um,
to feel that way.
I just think it's a skill. Like, I know how to control my body. If I want to sleep, I'll sleep. If I don't want to sleep, I don't want to sleep. When I was in Malta, did I sleep?
No, but that's because she likes Jai.
But did you
Exactly.
sleep when you go home?
I don't even remember.
The reboot.
Positively, she did.
Yeah, but like, so does everyone that comes back
Like,
from a holiday.
Derek
Yeah.
doesn't eat for her lunch break. She takes naps for her lunch breaks.
Well, my nap. Okay, whatever. Listen, cool. Right. First, the sleeping thing. My thing was, I was like, why am I craving sand? Like, why am I craving the texture of sand? Why do I want to like eat ice? Why do I want to like eat detergent or eat foods that like they smell nice? No, I mean eat things that smell nice, but you can't actually eat because it says if you eat, you have to go to the doctor. Okay.
This is why you were craving communion.
No, because communion you can eat. It's the reason why I was craving sand. Like I just wanted this texture of sand in my mouth. That's what yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So that's my thing. So I have to start eating red meat and whatnot.
There we go. Gains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you
hopefully-
get gains, protein.
Yeah.
Steak.
Right.
Let's get into it.
So now, yes. Well, guys, I'm Roz.
I'm Ree,
And I'm Princess.
And we get the Gist podcast.
where we make the hard conversations easy.
You are now tuning in to your weekly subscription to the Gist.
And guys, we are part of the Acast Creator Network.
Wow. Do you know what? Every time you say it, I'm literally like, what's going on?
You're like,
feel
oh yeah,
proper
shit, yeah.
professional.
People have to listen to ads. You can't skip it.
But
Yeah.
listen, every time we listen to an ad, we're giving you flowers virtually.
We
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah. Just know that
Kisses.
we're
Loves.
sending you like
Mwah.
hugs and kisses every time you listen to an ad.
Mwah.
Actually.
And hopefully those ads are like deals or something that you can get.
Yeah. Or we'll
Yeah.
just get our sponsorships up so you can get deals from us.
Yeah, you ate with
Yeah.
that, girl.
You
ate
know,
with
it's happening one way or the other, it's gonna happen.
Literally.
Yeah. So how's your week been, guys?
It's been
What's
okay.
the gist?
Just
Girls.
What?
Can I tell you one thing?
What?
I speak things into existence.
Wow.
Do you know you know that thing where you say like I built my FYP brick by brick?
Yeah.
Same with my life.
Yeah.
Right? No, same with my life. I was talking to the girls and I've been dying to get another 12-week blow dry. Do you get me? Because like I like my curls, I like keeping my curls, but I also like just being able to straighten my hair in 30 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So that's grand. And I'm like, I'm looking at prices, yeah. 150 290, 180, and I'm like, oh, that's heavy, bro. Because I am thinking about getting a leave out as well. So I'm like, that's just a lot of money to be spending on
That
on
sounds
her.
like
Do
a
you get
rack.
me? But anyways, just going through Instagram, and you know, I don't even go through Instagram like that. Who wants to be a model for a 12-week blow dry complimentary service?
No way.
I'm going on Friday.
No way.
Bro, I was
That's so
literally,
good.
isn't it? Like
Oh my
speaking it
gosh.
into existence.
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's
yeah,
so good.
12-week blow dry. I was like,
Can you
don't worry.
speak money into existence for me?
Roz is gonna get
Thank
money.
you.
Roz is gonna get money.
Amen.
Princess gonna get money. Princess gonna get money.
Amen.
This podcast, we're gonna get sponsorship. We're gonna
Production's
get
gonna get
branding.
money. Production's gonna
Gonna
get
get money
money
as well.
Production's gonna get money. Production's gonna get money. Thank you
Yeah,
very
no,
much.
that's so
But
lit.
anyways,
Honestly,
that's
I
like
can't wait to see it.
proper.
Vlog it, please.
I
wanna
will.
see.
I will. But,
Yeah.
like, you know that video that you sent me, the sweetie transition.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Bro. You get.
I
I'm
love that.
listening.
I
I'm
was literally
listening.
like, it was literally like a transition. And the woman, she had curly hair. No, or she had straight hair.
No curly hair to
She
straight.
has curly hair, and then she did a transition, and it was straight. I was like, this is free. We
Yeah.
should do this.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
sick.
gonna do. Yeah.
That's sick. I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited for it. What about you?
Princess, how was your weekend?
I just found out I was anemic. That's it. Oh shit! Oh yeah, I was outside.
Because I spent the weekend with her. That's why I'm looking at her.
I didn't know.
like-
I didn't say. I thought you said week.
Oh, okay.
But no, we was outside on last week.
Saturday at
yeah.
Obi's house.
How was it?
It
Guys,
was good.
best night I've had in
It was
Ireland
good.
in
It was good.
years.
It was good.
And I can't believe it was Villa I was in.
Yeah, it
Really?
was good. Yeah.
Is that your first time in Vela?
In like
so long?
2-3 years.
In a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I know. To be honest, I did have FOMO. I did
Mm.
have
It
FOMO.
was actually.
It
was really
was insane.
Mhm.
So shout out to 17 Ends because they know how to throw a bloody party.
It was actually
It's
so
the
much
outside. Do you know what? Perfect weekend for it as well.
fun.
Because
God,
now
no, it was
the
raining,
rain-
but people were still outside.
Was it raining?
Yeah.
Well, drips and
Oh,
drops.
It was
it
good vibes.
was.
No
But you know what?
fights.
No fights.
None. No
Bang it.
bottle throwing.
Mm-mm.
No.
Because last time I was in Bella, like someone got bottled and their face was bleeding.
I wasn't there
So-
that day, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
And that seemed like a scary sight.
It was
Yeah.
But
scary.
like Obi's house in Ireland looked like it was 10 times better than Obi's house in UK.
Mm.
Like a lot of
Really?
people in the UK were saying that they were back home by like 9:30.
Oh
10.
wow! I think the
Was there
venue
after
was too
party?
big.
There was
There-
after
there
party.
was
Did
an
you go
after
after
party.
party?
Girl,
Yeah.
we were there at 5:30 because she was working at it and I was
Yeah,
there
I
plus
saw. Big
ones.
ups.
So like we got there kind of around like the 5:30 mark. And like we were just sat, we were chatting, we had a drink, and then it's just started filling up and it was getting bigger. You know the way we said Gen Zs don't dance? I got a video of someone throwing it back.
Really?
Yeah, people
Throwing it
people
back?
people were
So
throwing
Gen
it
Z
back.
do dance in the club.
Gen Zs
I
do
was worried.
dance
Mhm.
at 17 event parties clearly because I haven't seen that in a hot
Minute.
minute.
I'm so happy you said 17 event parties because
You're
I was
like,
like, at 17, I was like, sir?
No. 17 event parties. The music was that good.
Mhm.
Like literally, no, like I saw her throwing it back and it was like in a circle. I haven't seen one of them in years.
Wow.
Like I actually
Hey,
stood up
hey.
to record it.
Hey.
Wait, no. Like I mean like the group circle.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
not people
I
throwing
was
it
like,
back.
hey.
I know I get my
Yo,
practice show off you every
We're
now and
Gen
then.
Z at heart, bro. I'm Gen Z at heart.
But it was just so insane. And it's like I was in heels
Mhm.
from 5:30 till about 1 a.m. That's
Fair
how
play.
you know
Yeah,
that
she did a good
I
job.
was having a good time.
You looked great.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, baby
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
baby
much.
girl.
That was really fun.
But it's like I
And
didn't end up leaving till like 4 a.m. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Jesus. What was going on?
That's what I mean. That's
was
how
good.
good it
What?
was.
Bro,
I didn't go home
there's-
till 4. Me.
I got to try Azul for the first time.
Yeah.
How was it?
This was
That's why you're out
Mm.
till 4 a.m., yeah?
It's not my favorite.
What's
I prefer Henny.
what's the drink? Is it dark?
It's like brown. It's like it looks like brown
It's
tequila, like
gold
brown Casamigos.
tequila. I think it's lighter in color than golden. Am I
Okay.
right? Yeah. It's not
production knows
no,
what.
it's not golden.
Henny
Our
tink for the
production-
boys. Henny tink.
Ooh. So Azul, I think the color is not as dark as like golden tequila, but it's not like fully clear either, like silver tequila.
Mm.
I think so. I
So
think
it's
it's
tequila.
because of the way it's kept. Like I think it's kept like in a wooden barrel over time. And I'm sure if we look up what Azul is actually made of, but it would say. But Azul. Yeah, I've had that before and I didn't like it when I had it, but I think it's because that's how refined it is. Like it's supposed to be a very, very smooth, strong tequila.
Yeah.
So those who are probably like tequila experts would probably say it's banging.
But is it like nice? Because you know the way, yeah? Like I'm starting to get over my hump with tequila. Maybe because it's getting forced.
Yeah.
But listen, it's a process. You know, cheap tequila. You know the way it like burns you, like, and it actually just feels like it shouldn't go down there. It feels like it's coming back up. It doesn't taste like that.
Well, see, I didn't take the shot because the first time I ever had it was really strong. No, I didn't have it.
I kept on giving my drink away.
Is it like?
Oh, you actually tried to drink it, not just shots.
No, I didn't do shots. No, someone gave me a shot, yes. But like I just literally couldn't drink it.
So is it like
Was it
paint stripper?
Huh?
No, it's not that type of
It's
alcohol.
like strong alcohol, but it's not.
It's strong, but it's not. It's not like.
Yeah, this is not the one. Yeah,
it's not toxic.
Okay,
no.
that's good.
Like,
I think I can handle that.
Yeah, it's not giving vodka like what vodka would do. You know the way vodka tastes like paint.
Yeah, do you remember Tesco vodka? Like it was like €10 per liter or something.
I've never done that in my life, baby girl.
Either have I. Have you had it? Do you remember? Nike used to be €5. Do you remember that? Who's that?
Hozar. H-U-Z-Z.
Yeah, Hozar.
Oh my god.
€5 for a
I
nugget.
only ever tried Smirnoff or what's the other one? Ciroc? Ciroc not vodka?
Ciroc gives me like memory loss in the moment.
I like Ciroc because it was flavored. Like,
Ciroc is good. AU vodka. What about I see I'm not a vodka drinker, but do you remember the Smirnoff Gold? Do you remember with the gold bits?
Oh.
And they used to say that Smirnoff Gold had like actual gold pieces in it, and it used to cut your throat when going down. So the vodka
you get
go
drunk quicker.
I don't know how true that is, but that was the marketing.
I'm trying to get ChatGPT, our boyfriend, to give me like facts about Clase Azul in English because it's a Mexican brand.
Oh,
like,
is it?
Yeah, it's Mexican.
No, listen. You should have started with that as a Mexican brand.
Yeah, I read about it earlier on during the week. But every single bottle is hand painted, so it's like every bottle is limited edition. Pretty much, because every bottle is hand painted.
It's giving Queen of the South.
Yeah. And then apparently like the thing in the middle changes, like the emblem in the middle constantly changes.
How much is a bottle of Azul?
I think it retails for like, I've read somewhere like about 180 upwards.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's not like buying it in the club, like that's actually just buying
in the club. They're charging you your two toes minimum. Your 2 toes and your
if you're to
the
buy
lower part of your earlobe.
Club, you're buying it 500 minimum, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
And is there?
But like we don't buy.
Is there a lot in it? Is it like?
Yeah, like it's decent.
No, like if it's strong. Yeah.
So like I think the one we tried, I think, is it's aged for 8 months in American oak barrels. I think that's the one we tried. But yeah, every bottle is painted, and you get to keep it afterwards. Like I've seen some people turn it to like olive oil dispensers because it's pretty.
Olive oil dispensers are crazy. I'm
gonna insert the TikTok video where I seen a girl do that.
Apparently, to test I don't know if it's tequila. I think it's to test if tequila is fake. If you put it in your hands and you rub it, and it doesn't feel like your hands like are clean. No, if it feels like your hands are sticky, it means it's fake. But if if your hands feel really clean and like, like
antibacterial,
yeah, then it should it's real.
I don't know about that.
Do you remember when we went?
I could be wrong, but I saw it.
Do you remember when we went to where's that place? Temper.
Yeah,
what did we drink there? It was tequila. Like tequila. No, but it was something else. Tequila. It was tequila, and it was something that's very similar to tequila.
I don't even remember, girl.
Yeah, that was the shot that sent me home.
We have to go to Temper.
Temper.
Yeah.
What was it? What was it? Temper? What that?
T like temper like.
But you know, we gotta talk about what happened on TikTok because you posted Azul. That was absolutely crazy.
Basically, like obviously, I said there was no Azul in Ireland, and then 17 Entertainment obviously proved me wrong or whatever, and I saw Azul for the first time, blah blah blah, and it was cool. So obviously, I was just like, guys, I was wrong. There is Azul in Ireland. And then someone goes, like, there were just mad comments. And you could tell people don't go outside and are just uneducated. And, like, let's say, for example, one of the comments was like, look at how they're rationing it. We hadn't even opened the bottle.
Rationing in Azul. Like,
but just because I didn't
vlog.
Are
you crazy? €500, yeah, I'm rationing it.
That you back like that.
Yeah, like, to be honest, maybe I should have shown that there was 2 Azuls on the table at one point. But, like, I didn't think that people were just going to... Someone said that this is why I don't go out in Ireland. All these men are neglecting their kids.
And that one pissed me
How
off.
could you diagnose a video with child neglect?
That one pissed me off because they were my friends and none of them have kids. And every single one of them at that table has a master's degree and is working in finance, in tech. Like they're making solid money. They're
Like,
some of
people
them
are
are like in
so
very serious
dumb, like-
relationships.
somebody's upset that their baby daddy's
engaged.
out. That's it.
What? I
So
was
it
like,
was a guy.
People are upset. Well, he was upset. He was broke when he seen
He's-
men on the
Bro.
He's
table.
mad that his baby mum was out, mad at him.
Bro,
going out.
like a
He
lot
knows
of
his
people.
baby mom would walk up to that table because he can't do what those men are
Bro,
doing.
like
Bro.
it's actually crazy. And there's nothing in the video that's shown that like the comments, like nothing matched in the video. Nothing matched the comments. Do you get me?
Yeah.
You
I
know
think she was
what?
just showing the bottle, and then at the end, someone pouring it into the cup. That was it.
And those people that
People
we
are
were
just
out
bitter.
with specifically, they're not even the type that go out like that.
Mm-mm,
So
no.
it's like you'd see them every like once in a while. That's why like when you see them, they go hard because they're never really out.
So they're not like the club mascots.
No.
Just absolutely.
No, like they're not the type of guys that want their faces to even be like
Yeah.
put out there.
Mhm,
So it's like
literally.
seeing comments like that. I was just like, number one, it's
So dumb.
disrespectful. Number two, get your bread up. Stop acting like you're
But
broke.
the people saying that, are you rationing the Azul? Like, have you ever bought one in the club?
Mhm.
Have you even bought one in
True.
the shop? Do you get me?
True.
Like,
'Cause
see where it's
exactly.
coming from first. Like, and it's like if
Buying a
if
Zoom
you're
in
buying
the shop alone is expensive not to even think about it. Like you don't even see it. You can't walk into like a normal like off license and be like, here, give us a bottle of Azul.
yeah,
We're in Ireland.
Yeah, she can't.
Like
Not yet,
O'Brien's doesn't
not
have
yet.
that.
No,
Not
this
yet.
is
That is
literally
crazy. So yeah, no, that pissed me off. And I was just like, yeah, don't talk about my friends like that. So like Demi took down the video, but like
You took down the video.
if I
yeah.
was-
Obviously, one of them wasn't really comfortable with their face being in it. So I was just like,
that's how low key these guys were. They just didn't even want
okay,
that
fair.
picture of them out there. But I was
I could have
like,
reposted it again, but I was just like, I don't even think.
I wish
actually
Yeah.
I could have commented back.
It was
Yeah, so that was
so dumb.
crazy. So
Let's
should
see.
we get to gist of the week? Any gist
Yeah.
of the week, guys?
Guys, did you hear about the French president? What's been
Did I
going
hear?
on with
I
him?
saw it.
Was it that he got
He's-
slapped? Is that
Yeah,
one?
by his wife. His wife said, "Respect your seniors."
It's called Le Slapgate.
Okay.
That was my best
That's
French
crazy.
accent as well. So let me give a little bit of a synopsis. So in May 2025, French President Emmanuel Macron became the subject of global attention following a viral video that appeared to show his wife, Brigitte Macron, pushing or slapping him in the face as they disembarked from a plane in Hanoi, Vietnam. So basically, like, it was just a video of his wife, like this man getting slapped out by his wife.
It just really.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not good vibes.
Now, at first they thought it was a Russian, like fabricated story, like just to cause some like things. But then the president came out and said, "Oh no, we were just like having the laughs, like it was only a joke." And everyone started saying like, was it actually a joke? Because one, it's not very funny, and two, why are you like? People don't think. I don't think it's a joke. Do you think it's a joke?
No, I don't think it's a joke.
No.
I
I
think
don't
it's
think
very
it's a
serious.
joke.
I think it's. Well, when I saw it, I was just like, he probably cheated or something, and he wasn't quiet enough about it or something like that.
No, or maybe that's just her attitude.
Apparently, allegedly.
But do you know what? Yeah, I was actually only deep in like domestics,
Right.
like
Publicly.
as a
President.
high person, high value, like high
High
priority,
High profile.
high profile. That's the one.
yeah.
Thank you. Like as someone in like who's high profile, has like media attention, like that domestic could have been something really big, could have been something small. It one highlights like DV if that is happening. Do you know what I mean? But also it's like it could have been an argument that got put to rest. They said their sorries and stuff like that, but now the media's on it. So it's like holding yourself to a certain standard. Do you think like people in high profile places have to?
I think even in people in broke profile places,
Broke profile.
if you in a broke profile place, you still can't talk to your man with your hand in his face like that.
Yeah. Like, it's good that we are, calling the woman out, because if it was the other way around, boy, oh boy.
Could you imagine?
Gosh, oh gosh.
Because you like as like if it was
Bruh.
man to woman, like, and she was like, "Oh, we're just messing." People would be like, "That's not a joke."
No.
Whereas, like, it's
Done
actually
out.
crazy when you point that out. He can say it's a joke, and people can be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Where
But
it's
no,
like, it's not.
I think people are still even looking at it like, isn't she not like 20 years older than him?
She's
20
20
years
years
older.
older.
Yeah, like guys, did you not know the French president's wife was his teacher? Y'all
Oh.
didn't know that?
Bro, see, kinks
Sheesh.
are everywhere.
Y'all did. Kicks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna
That's
find out.
crazy.
French president's
In
wife's
macro.
age gap.
Really?
Yeah, like that was his secondary school teacher. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Crazy.
It wasn't college. I think it was secondary school. We're gonna fact check this now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like guys,
confused.
she's like a good bit older than that man.
She's mature
How
for her age. Listen,
mature is crazy.
24-year age gap.
fair play. That's nearly my
She was
age.
born in 1953 and he was born in 1977.
Ooh.
1953.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's why I'm like, I feel like I've read a
Ooh.
few comments on it, and a lot of people don't find it funny because a lot of them feel like he was groomed anyways, because that was, I'm pretty sure, was his drama teacher.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Drama. Like,
yeah.
this is what, sorry, why is it going
This
crazy?
context is good. This is giving telenovela.
At the time, Brigitte was his drama teacher in his school.
Well, it makes sense, like,
Yeah.
because drama's all about emotion, theatrics, finding like expression within yourself, and
Sheesh.
like, yeah, maybe they hit it off. Look, age gaps are age gaps, yeah, but
Sheesh.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's really hard, like, to sort of set yourself to a standard
Yeah, all the
constantly
time. Yeah.
in the public eye.
Mhm.
Like, you can never like step out of line because once you do, the whole world, like, think about Britney 2007. Do you get me? Like, or
Britney 2000, Britney 2024.
do you get like all these things? Where it's like when you're having a bad day, because to be honest, we've all had a bad day.
Or not just even sometimes when you have a bad day, but it's like sometimes people do need their asses whooped. Like, you know, when Solange found out Jay-Z was cheating on her big sis, like I think that was a valid reaction,
Yeah.
you know? But she wasn't allowed to spaz like that. But you know what's funny? Like when she went crazy, everybody was like, Jay-Z, what'd you do? Nobody even questioned
Do you
that
get?
she was the psychotic one.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think it's like when you are like a certain person, there's nothing you do that people will automatically think you're innocent. Like if Beyonce spazzes out, no one would turn around and be like, oh my God, she's such a horrible person. They'd be like, what did you do? Because this woman has never, ever been seen in this type of light.
I don't know. Beyonce's a bit techie because obviously people partially think she's in part of the Illuminati. Do you get me? So people can actually, The Rock.
I don't think people are shocked. He was a wrestler. There's anger somewhere there.
But he has really good like online presence. Like his
There's like an
thing is clear. Like clean.
yeah. He has no. He
He has
has
a good reputation.
yeah.
Clean.
19 convictions, no charges. Prison and jail is not the same. Do you know that from?
Yeah.
Do you know that from
Cat Williams.
Cat
yeah.
Williams?
No,
You know
Prison and
it?
jail not the same.
Yeah, prison and
Yeah.
jail is not the same.
that
Literally.
is so funny. That is too funny. Love me
Okay.
some Cat Williams. Okay, moving on to bigger, better, beautiful things. So, To Love Is Blind women have announced their pregnancies this week.
Wow.
So my faves, Lauren and Cam Hamilton, they have been struggling to get pregnant for 4 years.
Oh my days.
In rounds and rounds and rounds of IVF. They actually spoke about it last year on their podcast, and it's like you could tell just how much they really, really love each other. Like you could tell even when they were having the conversation, he was saying that he fell even more in love with her because he watched how hard she struggled, like with the constant injections and everything she was putting her body through to have a kid for him. And I think there's a 5-year age gap, so she's a little bit older. So it's always going to be, I think, a little bit harder
Yeah.
for her in general.
And their seasons from time ago as
Season
well.
1, and
Season
it's not like
1.
season 7 or 8
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I didn't know that IVF usually will impact 1 in 7 women.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's 1 in 7?
Yeah, that I only read that the other day, and I was like, that's actually really close to home.
Crazy.
Like, 1 in 7 is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That is crazy. So yeah, she's having their baby in fall. And the thing that's a little bit sad about it was that her dad passed away last year.
Oh no.
Well, that was a blessing then.
So suppose they always say that when someone passes,
Someone
another
else comes,
baby
yeah.
is born.
Mm-hmm.
In Yoruba culture, that's when you would be called Yewande or Babatunde.
Mm.
Oh
That's
yeah.
where those names come from. Yeah. So when if a woman dies and then a girl is born, she's called Yewande. And then if it's a boy, then they're called Babatunde. So it's like return of the mother, return of the father.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where my name comes from, guys.
fabulous.
That's so
But yeah, and then the second one is AD
And Ollie,
and Ollie.
crazy.
They just
They only
was
got
last week,
engaged
like
like
2 months ago.
last week.
Like, but you know what? I'm happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy.
I'm happy for her
Yeah,
because
me
she
too.
went through the ringer with Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that sometimes cutting off and walking away from disrespect helps you from not blocking your blessings.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what are the chances if she stuck there chasing Clay? Clay would have never,
She wouldn't
ever
have been where
proposed
she's
her.
at right now.
Never. And she's so happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, bless her.
But it really makes me think that maybe Love is Blind actually works.
Mm.
Because there's a
There's
lot of people that are coming
Married,
out it. Yeah,
there's
that
a lot of them, but there's also the way they announced 2 marriages this week. There was also 2 breakups.
in Love is Blind.
Yeah. So, well, I can't remember the girl's name, but the guy's name was Tyler. Do you know the black girl from last season?
I didn't
Where
watch
he
that.
went. So last season he went on the show, and he went on the show having a baby mama, but she was lesbian, but
What?
she was turned lesbian after they started dating, but they had kids anyway. So he had like. Yeah, very
That's
messy.
go wild. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
wild
Crazy.
thing.
it was so messy. So he has twins with her, and that was they were created from knacking.
No.
And then there's other babies that I think was true, like IVS, because she had a partner.
So he gave the
So yeah, so at least all her
Messy.
kids had the same baby daddy sort of thing, even though she was no longer interested in him.
Messy.
fair.
Yeah, so when he went onto the show, he told her that he had kids like a couple of days before getting married. Like throughout the whole dating process, never mentioned it. She finds out a couple of days till they get married, and she was like, "That's my man. I'm gonna stick by him." And then the show comes out, and that's when the baby mama is like, "Oh hell no, this man's lying. He those kids." Like he knew about the kids before he left. He basically lied and said that he was not in those kids' lives, all of those things. So when the show came out, the baby mama was like, "You been known, like you were chilling with them a couple of days before you flew out. What do you mean? Like you don't get to go on public TV and deny my children."
Yeah.
So she started speaking out, and then I think her name was Taylor. I think that's what it is.
Wait, so how does that work? Yeah. You have 2 kids out of research. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you have 2 kids that you give to your baby mom and her partner. So are you the dad to the other 2?
You're just
Like,
a
are you
sperm-
fathering?
You're the sperm donor.
But how does that make sense if you're like,
Tyler and Ashley. That there we go. It's Tyler and Ashley. So everyone now calls him Liler.
yeah, but no, but honestly, I'm actually confused because the 2 babies are his. But he's fathered all of them. So the other 2, he just says, "I'm the cool uncle."
No, they all know that he's the daddy.
N-
But he was basically saying like he fought, like he helped her have more kids. Like it wasn't a case of them actually being physical to have those kids, but the first set were physical.
But like he gave her those kids to be with someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
like it's like a sperm
but
donor.
sperm donor, but he was an active participant in those children's lives.
That's-
So like imagine he's chilling with them, he's there for Christmas, they're doing matching
But
pajamas.
do they call him dad?
They call him dad.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, they call him
I'd
dad.
be pissed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be pissed.
It's
crazy.
I thought the whole scenario was just really messy for
Yeah.
the kids. It's just very, very confusing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
gonna be therapy.
That's a lot of
Trauma.
therapy because they're
That's a
gonna
lot.
grow up to their daddy literally denying them. Because now I'm pretty sure their mom's gonna be like, "No, you don't just get to walk in and out of their lives whenever you please." Honestly, he's kind of messed that up. But like, Ashley has now ended things with him because she said he was like a manipulative liar and
Oh,
all
really?
this stuff. But like everyone on the internet been telling you that man was lying. So now
Yeah.
no one has any like remorse for her. or
Yeah, they're
anything.
like
no one
looking-
cares.
Mhm.
And then I think a couple seasons back there was Colleen. I can't remember what the guy's name is. But yeah, they are officially broken up. But when they got together, everyone was shocked because he went a bit psycho, I think, in that season. Yeah. I can't remember what he was doing, but he was
Is
very,
that the girl
very
from
jealous.
Belfast?
No.
Oh.
No, that's Love is Blind UK.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But no, I think her name was Colleen, I think. But anyway, she was a ballerina. She was a professional dancer. But
Okay.
yeah, he was a bit psychotic. I remember he was very, very jealous. I think he stalked her one night or something like that. She ended up marrying him, and
Like actually physically marrying, or
physically, yeah,
love is
Love is
blind
Blind
marriage.
married. No, but they
Oh.
stayed married. They've been married maybe like 3 years till they broke up this year. And yeah, like no one was shocked. Yeah, so Love
3
is
years
Blind
is
is
a
a
long time.
50-50,
Fair play, bro.
50-50
Yeah.
game.
I don't know.
It's-
It seems like the most like secure one
Mm.
out of all of the reality dating TV shows.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
to be honest, like I think that's why like I can't really like connect with reality TV because like yeah, it's there for like good times. Do you know what I mean? But is anyone actually going there for love anymore? Do you get me?
Yeah.
I feel like Love is Blind, like because you have to talk and you actually have to like get to know each other, like it's different. Like everybody has to talk, so you don't really know how much or how little screen time you're gonna get. Do you get me?
I do think it's more. I love Love Is Blind Dubai. That was that was like a very serious season for me, and
They
like
don't play.
they were like very authentic and real. I love when love feels authentic and real.
Yeah. No, I just feel like the last year,
Mm-hmm.
like every time I like turn on its show,
Yeah.
like it's all ingenuine. Does that make sense?
I
I
feel
hear
like
it.
if they
Yeah.
put me in a show, I'd be authentic.
Yeah. And I
I
think
don't
that's
know
why
how
you
to like.
thrive.
The problem isn't the girls. I think it's more so the guys going
Yeah.
on the shows. So
Yeah.
I think just naturally by like nature, women
Yeah.
tend to be the ones to fall in love a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Just from my own experience on my
Yeah.
own show, watching them, the guys were a mess.
No, but
Like
even
none
like
of them were serious.
but I think even like when you went in, it was like
Yeah.
there was seriousness. Like I'm looking at maths Australia, like it just I know and
Man at
ended
first
in
sight,
yeah, it ended like a couple of months ago in Australia, but it just ended recently in Ireland, and it's like all of them like they literally go in their intros. Oh hi, I'm this person, and like I have a business, or do you know what I mean? Like it's literally just for promotion,
It is just
and
a
it's
promotion.
like I don't know. I know
It's not
it's
authentic.
just
It
TV at the
really
end of the day,
is. It
but
really, really is.
The only things I would watch is Love Is Blind and Sex on the Beach, because they're gonna be real about knacking. They're gonna be real about that shit.
Oh, but the X on the beach, what I don't like about
Ex
it
on the
is
Beach, no.
that it's like you're
Makes no
purposely
sense.
bringing in someone's ex. So I think like
Yeah.
majority of the time, like it's chaotic TV because they're purposely trying to mess you up.
you
They're
know,
trying to purposely mess with your
yeah.
emotions. And like from being in there, some people get like they're having mental breakdowns. Like I had to snap one of the black girls out of it being like, honey, you black and you on TV, you're not about to be a laughing stock. I was like, snap out of it real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Because that's
You
not what
get-
you want to see of yourself once you're out of here. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Because I was like, girl.
So
Yeah.
last one, because I know we've literally talked about like all the shows,
Mhm.
but I watched the podcast. I think it's We Need to Talk with Paul Brunson with Rebecca, from Unfinished Business.
She's a mess. But
Bro,
anyways, I didn't
I
even finish watching it because I could not listen to her not take accountability for her actions.
that's literally what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally like, you know what? There's so many people. I actually think I cut it off halfway as well because she's like, I didn't agree with what she was saying when she said, "Oh well, like you know, like it's down to the guy, like because it's not my relationship. Like he should have acknowledged like the sort of flirting that went on between us. Like it wasn't directly affecting me. But I just think like if you're a girl's girl, you should be able to be like, okay, we're all in here to rekindle something with our exes who've had like cheating accusations against each other. I should, like, if he's doing that to me and he's already in here for cheating, like, that's a red flag. And I should tell that girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's
for
outline.
me, it's not even just even telling the other girl because sometimes I'm a believer of mind your own business because you could run and go tell that girl now and that girl will still go back to that man and you look like the idiot.
Yeah, fair.
But sometimes it's just a case of like, are you actually that daft that you think that he's talking to you and he's not going to treat you exactly like her?
Exactly.
Like that's where I sit and I laugh because I'm like, you're actually a joke.
Yeah.
He's clearly learned nothing. He's learned no lessons from how he's treated the previous person. But you think you're either that beautiful, or your mind is that brilliant, or your poem is that great and made of gold that is gonna all of a sudden make him be trapped there and fall in love with you. Like, who do you actually think you are?
Yeah, especially in that kind of environment. Because sometimes, like, I think a lot of people think they're the exception, but they're actually the rule. So obviously she thinks she's the exception, but she's actually the rule.
But
In that kind of scenario, he was not gonna. I do believe, for example, yeah, no, actually, because I don't know him and he sounds not like a good
No,
person.
no, I
So
can already
like,
agree.
but
No,
like, you know how some men like do change and they do meet someone and they do fix their stuff up. I
yeah,
just feel like
but
he's
I think
also a rule and not the
no, I
exception.
think men like that, you take the time. Do you get me? There was no time in this case because they were on the
Yeah.
show for fixing stuff. And it was while he's on the show for fixing things with his ex and being apologetic for how he treats her that he gets with someone else.
but
He clearly hadn't learned anything. There was no time in there for growth.
Growth.
but that's literally what Paul said. He was like, he's like, where did you, or I think maybe it was Paul or Biggs or the other girl, I can't remember
Even
her
that
name.
one too, I think he's an idiot.
Yeah, anyways, like he didn't get any airtime, God bless him. But I think it's like she's like, oh yeah, he was saying these things to me, but everyone was literally like to her, but look at his actions. Like he's saying like behind closed doors in like secret moments, yeah, no, I fancy you, you're a bit of me.
Girl,
But then confessing your love to
not
this girl in front of
not just
everyone
even
else.
his actions. This is the same man who was living with his baby mama and
Living
dating
a
a
double
girl in the
life.
same town.
Double
And you
life,
think he
bro.
can't live a double life within that same villa when
Crazy.
he's separate villas from her? Like,
Nah.
come on.
It's crazy.
Like, oh, girls like that just absolutely drive me crazy.
But
Or the girls who are like, you know, this guy has a girl. Why are you flirting?
yeah, it's like, yeah, no, because it's like, I think it's on two people. It's definitely on the person who's in the
It's
relationship,
him.
in the
Like, it's more
commitment.
him,
He
but
has, I think, yeah, it's more on him, but the way she handled it and the lack of accountability is why, like, it sort of irks me so much.
yeah.
Because it's like, okay, fair enough. You could have been like, okay, I liked it, but I can see now that it was really wrong. Do you know what I mean? I should have done better. Like, there was no point of like, oh, this is the way I would have like, this is the way I should have acted. It's like, okay, yeah, I know I did wrong, but like, that's not an apology. That's not accountability. You can
Yeah.
say, but.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I agree.
Yeah, and another thing that pisses me off about her, her type is African to the T. Like, I think she's always going after the black guys, and then them being stupid, number one, it's their responsibility for being stupid, but she always has them looking like idiots. Idiots. And it's like I can tell she's just that type of girl who I can tell she's that type of Caucasian female that chases after the ethnic looking man. Because even while she was dating Biggs, guys, there was a time she did Fulani braids. Like, she had proper like Fulani braids in her head, trying to pretend like she was about like that culture, doing all the dances and TikTok dances and all that kind of stuff with him. And when she even got there, like, her story was it was weird for me because she was saying she broke things off with him because she felt like he was cheating, but she had no proof. But she was willing to rekindle this, like, after how many years, even though he now has had a kid, he's dated all these many people after you, but all of a sudden now you want to rekindle. Then on day one, you found out that he admits he cheated on you. Why didn't you get up and leave?
that's
If you
exactly
had
what Paul said.
any self-respect, you would have got up and walked away. So you clearly weren't
But
even there for him to begin with. You were there because it was a TV show. And then when everything was cracking on, because there were other guys there who were in like relationships and stuff that were completely broken up and they weren't going back to their exes. You didn't try crack on with the ones who were actually sort of single. You cracked on with the
one
one
that
that you
was,
knew
yeah.
was trying to get back with his ex.
I think this man, like, as soon as that man, Craig, yeah, when he walked in, yeah, you just knew, like, you are not going to change. I don't know. It's like, I got the vibe. It's like,
Straight
because
away,
it's like, definitely, like, there's no, like, nobody's, like, overlooking him. Like, they say there's, like, 4 different types of cheaters. Do you get me? Like, there's people that cheat for their own emotion, out of, like, sadness, out of hurt, pain, out for attention. And then there's just people that are straight up, like, dickheads. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, he's number 4. Like, he
he was
just
so manipulated.
he just do it. He just does it because he wants to. Like, there's no, like,
Yeah.
there's no emotional connection to
And
it.
you can tell that, like, he does it because he thinks he's fine. And he's not.
Nah, listen,
No,
I want
he's
him.
not attractive.
Firstly, he needs to have his own hour segment
I
on
think-
We Need to Talk. And
I think
yeah,
he needs to be castrated for different opinions.
Like
Yeah.
the dog. Like
Yeah,
those castrations.
neutered. Yeah,
You've been neutered.
he needs to be neutered.
Castrated sounds
the
a bit.
problem. His thing needs to stop working because that's all he's thinking with.
Yeah, 100%.
It needs to be cut off.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like,
Or just maybe a general anesthetic or something.
general, that's not long enough.
Bro.
Because you need to top that shit up for like castrate him. Balls gone.
Ross goes, where's my scissors?
Yeah, Ross did.
I will help.
You know the sharp
I will
knife
help his
sharpener.
ex do it.
Yeah,
And
literally.
his ex actually
Schling,
seemed like
schling.
she was not the brightest color in the rainbow now, but she seemed like a very sweet girl.
Yeah.
Like you could tell she genuinely loved her. And in her case, even though she was aware of the baby mom, I don't think she dated him trying to steal him away from the baby mom. I think she was genuinely just not thinking with her head.
I don't think she was thinking. I think she was thinking out of love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably like, I don't know. I think it's very hard hill to get over, but they thought they could or whatever. I think it was one of those things they break up and they could never leave each other alone. Do you get me? Like they
Yeah.
never
And
they
I
never
think
said
another
gave
thing,
each other
she's
space.
like, I think she's in her 30s, so I think she's just finding it hard to find a guy. And like this guy introduced her to his whole bloody family. Like she thought she was really
It
in
doesn't
there.
matter if you get introduced to the whole family,
Oh.
to the friend group, to the work colleagues.
Doesn't matter.
You know, like it doesn't matter. This can still be done. But
I'm pretty sure I got introduced to a family member's person, but it wasn't introduced to me that way. But then I had another family relative ask me some questions later on, being like, did you see this person who was light skinned and did you meet her? And I was like, what are you talking about? I just played deaf, dumb, blind, because I was like, I is innocent. But I sat there being like, this is slick, because this babe now thinks she's me and his niece.
yeah.
And I was like, damn.
I have a thread.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do what my ex did and I still stayed.
Oh.
He twerked on me in the shower. It clapped.
Sorry?
I'm walking out that day because I can't clap in the shower. So if you can, there is a problem.
He clapped in the shower. Bro. Wait, but how are you getting in that? How are you getting in that position? He threw it back on her and it clapped. How'd you get into that predicament?
She must have been Ghanaian.
God.
Sorry, Ree.
No, bro.
Guys, I'm walking.
It must have been
Like
Ghanaian.
I'm walking out that shower, packing up my stuff, and I'm out.
You must have
No
been
way.
Ghanaian.
I'd be like, wait, okay, listen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quick improv.
Right.
Your face, right? Your man backed it up on you. Your face now. Ross.
I probably laugh because you don't know what's about to come out my mouth, bro.
I think I'd be like this.
I'd be like,
You want the soap?
not her saying. You want the soap?
Sheesh, I was
Crazy, Ree.
okay.
That's crazy.
He gave me a 1-year-old expired chocolate for my birthday that he didn't even buy. Just grabbed it out of the cupboard. My friends, the food poisoning that ensued
Why would you
made
eat
me
it?
wish I was dead.
Why would you eat it?
She was like, I love him.
I love him. Oh, like, okay, listen, yeah. Firstly, is absolute shambles that you got 1-year-old chocolate, yeah? But it was your choice to eat it.
Maybe she didn't know it was expired till after she ate it and was wondering what was giving her diarrhea.
Sheesh.
1 year.
But what you doing? What you doing?
What chocolate
First of all,
goes white when it's
I don't
when
what
it's
was it a
old, innit?
bar?
What you
Expired
doing?
chocolate.
What am I doing?
Hence.
What you doing?
I'm
Guys, no.
suing for
I'd
damages.
leave though.
Villain origin story starts that day.
What?
Like I'm mixing laxatives in everything you eat. Like
Wow,
you will
Ross,
feel
Ross.
you will feel the pain.
Allegedly.
I was sitting there. I was like, okay, no.
No, villain origin story. No, like payback.
Nah, listen.
Allegedly.
Why am I eating it? Like I'm checking the date. If it's like if you grabbed it out of the cupboard, you know it's not new.
But it was just like
Yeah,
chocolate.
it was just if it was a
Just-
because I only accept like chocolate in a box.
That reminds me. I actually have some
Was-
Ferrero Rocher from I think about a year ago. I need to check out.
Yeah.
In the
I was
cabinet.
like, can I have it? But it's a year ago. So
Yeah,
look at
I need to check
Oh,
the date
look,
on it
listen.
and
Well,
see.
you know, if you want to lose a few pounds,
what to
have some
do.
Don't
chocolate
tempt
there
me.
sweet.
Literally.
You get me, bro?
Don't tempt me.
He sat on the shower floor, played in the water, giggled, and called me mommy. All in the same 5 minutes.
No, shut the front door. Shut the front door. Was it a shower or a bath?
It's probably them shower baths. The baths that have the shower as well.
No, but like, was it the showers, bro? How could you do that? Mommy, see, kinks again. I'm telling you, like, we live in a world of kinks. Different things going on.
You guys-
Ross,
I'm recording you
your
to send
babe.
it to your mom. What you mean? I'm recording you to send it to your
I'd
other.
be frozen. I'd be frozen. I'd be literally be like,
I'll actually be like, someone needs to explain the mental illness.
To be honest,
because what?
I'm too much of a people pleaser. I'd probably be like, oh, good boy.
Oh my god!
No, to us, I'm the same. Like, I wouldn't want you to feel any type of way because you chose to be vulnerable with me.
Yeah, do you
However,
get-
I will have to break up with you, but in a week's time.
Yeah.
What
And I would
is
be like,
wrong with you?
good job.
Yeah,
Can you
good
count to 3?
No,
Can you count
no,
to 3?
I'm recording it,
Mm.
and that's my blackmail. What do you mean? This is how we make
Sheesh.
money.
No, you know when your legs start to buckle, I'd be like, because I'd be freaking out. But I'd be like, yeah.
I will record it and send it to my cloud instantaneously.
Can I tell you, I think it's one of them things that when it comes to like women and men, right? There's situations where like we don't react like how we're supposed to react there and then. We kind of just like laugh it off.
No, guys.
I'm used to laughing stuff off.
No,
And then
Yeah.
dealing with that shit.
And then
Yeah.
like,
no.
be
For
like,
example, like let's say for example, you're walking to your car, whatever, and this guy's like, "Oh, you look lovely." You'd be like, that kind of thing. Like women are just prone to doing that. Not you're not gonna be like, "Get away from me." You're gonna be like,
No, if that's my partner and I walk in and you're in the bathroom on the floor and you're telling me, mommy, the first thing I'm doing is picking up my phone.
you know, the
recording
girl
doing it
is
again.
done to speak.
Come on, babe. Say it again.
Runs
What
in
did
the
you
shower
say?
like this with the
What
flash.
did you say?
Anyways, are you guys ready for this one? He regularly meowed. He was 32.
But Demi, you bark.
At women that are lame.
I started barking actually at the club the other day. Maybe I got that from you.
No,
Yeah.
I did it too. I did it at the party.
Yeah, but like,
outside it.
can I tell you, barking is fine because like that's from like a comedic trend on TikTok
Mhm.
online. So when I bark at a woman knows exactly what's happening.
So
And
what
it's
if
me.
it's
I'm not a grown man.
meow?
That does not work. Yeah,
No, those
that
are those
does not
those
work.
people that have those fur skill bags and all. You know, the
Yeah.
animal bags. They start going.
No, like
Can
no,
I be
but guys,
honest?
he's a 32-year-old man.
Can I be honest?
Go on.
This sounds like something a white man would do.
Mm.
There's no black person I know who's
There is.
pretending to
Shock
be
There
a
is.
cat.
There
Shock
is.
you.
There is.
Shock
He's
you.
not African.
There is.
Shock you.
African.
100%,
Shock
Roz.
you.
He
He might have
I'm
a
telling you.
Nigerian.
You might have
No,
a generational curse,
Listen,
bro.
Roz,
Could be a
there is
generational
at
curse.
least one Nigerian man that's meowing to
Bro.
his
No.
babes. No.
Bro,
No, sorry. That was such a weird.
Because the production is shaking his head, be
No,
like, no,
guys.
what? We
listen.
don't play with cats. Cats is like juju black magic, like
Listen.
a witch. The production is doing this.
I'm telling you now, yeah. There is one. It's
That pretend
not
to be
just
a cat.
100%, bro. Have you seen
I
those?
can even understand the baby, but the animal, you're pretending to be an animal.
Yeah, bro. It's another kink. I'm telling you now. Like, I don't know if I like.
A cat.
I'm just saying barking is way better than meowing as a man.
I kept doing that the other week. Oh, that.
If I see a beautiful girl, she's looking like, and I bark at her, she starts giggling. But then again, I don't look like a flipping. I'm not like a man. Like I'm just a girl. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? If I start barking at Rose, like she's gonna like it. Are you gonna? Rose is gonna like it. Okay.
You know what it is? No, it's because I'm looking at your fine teeth. That's why I'm smiling.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna be
If
like,
a guy
what if
barks, I'm probably like,
I'm not gonna bark at you and I'm looking like I'm gonna look present. Anyways, listen, right? He begged me to look at his hemorrhoids and he was always stealing money off me. What are hemorrhoids again?
Bro, you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
booty hole.
How can you say hemorrhoids?
I saw ATL.
I said ATA.
Like,
She saw ATL for real.
like what? So he's constantly telling her to look in his crack.
Wait, so did he take the money before or after she did the examination? Because I don't know what is worse.
So she's even paying him to look at his girl. I know you're down bad, but
That's
you need
crazy.
to rise and leave. I can even understand checking someone's hemorrhoids. Like, let's say if he's like worried, like
Yeah, it's
something
your
is happening,
partner,
and
like-
he's bleeding or something like that. That's completely different.
How'd you
But
get hemorrhoids?
I think it just happens with age, isn't it?
with age, I think sitting on the toilet too long, not eating enough fiber, and being constipated, that kind of stuff can ruin your booty hole.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it's like
Shit.
piles, is it?
Yeah,
That's like sitting down on cold surfaces for too long.
yeah.
He called me a bitch in Walmart.
To be honest.
But yeah,
worse.
to be honest,
I just want to
imagine you're in Lidl. And he's like, you bitch. I don't know. That would sit with me.
It depends the context.
Argument.
was I being a brat?
Yeah, if I was being a brat, it might be the perfect moment
The
to
only
sorta...
like I actually don't
I know
do.
it might be the only place he might get away without being slapped if he said that. Because if he said that at home and called me a bitch, it might be a different case.
I don't see.
But
I don't
in public, if I'm being a brat and then you're like, stop being a bitch, then I'd be like,
No, I think he meant like she meant you're a bitch. Like he called me
You're
a bitch.
bitch. Yeah.
yeah. I think it depends on the context of what was
The
going
only
on.
No,
the
like,
only
if
bitch I
it's-
want to be called is a sexy
To be honest,
bitch. I'm
yeah,
not playing.
sexy bitch.
I can only do
Because-
sexy bitch. Other than that,
Like
yeah,
if you're
wouldn't.
arguing, like I'm not saying that
You
like
name calling arguments.
Yeah.
I don't say like I try not to. I don't think I say
What's the same shit?
but-
What's
No,
cussing
but
them out?
like I'd be like, you're just so fucking irritating.
Oh.
Yeah, like not like calling someone, not degrading name
Like I
calling,
wouldn't
but
call you
like
like I wouldn't like you're a bastard.
I'll call you out. Yeah,
I'd never say that.
I don't know. It does sit weird with me when a man calls me a bitch though,
I've never
because
had a
I'm
man call me
literally
a
like,
bitch.
what?
I've never had a man call me a bitch.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm going through it. Listen, my
Same girl that's
teenage years,
jumping on the bonnet.
my teenage years was crazy, guys.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I can't do like. Don't even say f off to me. I literally can't. Like I don't stand for that.
Really?
I'd leave if a man says f off to me. I will leave. A man has never said f off to me. Has never called me. I actually don't stand. But then again, like I don't do that.
You don't
to
really
my friends.
curse, yeah.
I don't do that to any of my friends. To nobody. Like sometimes, like if I'm talking to my girls, I'll be like, "He's such a bitch." Do you know what I mean? But to my girls, and I whisper it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But never to like his face.
Yeah, no, I try not to call them names, but like I would say if you're annoying me, I am telling you you're annoying me.
Yeah.
Like that I'm not keeping back like quiet about.
I don't know. Maybe you never got your blood boiled to that level of
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
you're
maybe.
gonna cuss someone out. Like,
No, to be honest, there was this one time I called someone fat, but because I called someone fat, I felt really shit after it, and I just never called them.
that is crazy. You really went in straight in, no kissing. I can see why. I
felt
see the
so bad
trauma.
after, and I just said,
if you heard it probably would have told you to try harder.
No. It was a girl. So like when I said it, I just felt so bad after, and I just
like to her face.
Yeah, and I just vowed never.
At least you're honest.
Okay, girls, what is going on?
Look,
I'm sure she's been called worse.
yeah, listen, these things happen. No, I don't think like calling people, like I do stand for calling people out, but not being rude.
Yeah.
Does that
But
make
some
sense?
people deserve the rudeness.
Nah, bro.
No, some people deserve the rudeness. Some people really do. I think there's certain times where it's warranted.
Well, sometimes maybe my rude is different to what I think is rude. Maybe that's the thing that I have to get in place, because I don't know, you can still be hurtful without being rude, I think.
True.
And that's like,
there's like
I think
two
there's
more.
levels. I think for me to get to my point of rudeness, you've violated. Like you've done something you shouldn't have.
yeah.
Like majority of stuff I can just like ignore and just like walk off. Even
Yeah.
if someone called me a bitch, that I won't count that as like a big thing.
Yeah.
But I think for you to get my rude side, you violated. So now I have to violate you. I need to let you know that you can't look at me in the eye and think you can open your mouth and speak to me like that.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd love to watch that show. But yeah, I feel like when I'm angry at someone, especially a man, like I leave before I can never show them that like I care that much.
That's fair.
Like I do.
I need to get to that point.
But usually, like we're not in the same place as well, so that helps.
Yeah.
Because they dare not say that shit to me in my face. I think.
I don't really fight with men like that.
No, I don't really like. Well, of recent, I've been beefing them. Goodness gracious me. There's 2 more.
Go on.
She told me she would never fall in love with me. And I stayed for 6 months.
That's your own. Like that's actually your own.
That's sad.
See, they want honesty. You're still crying. Like, see, this is men to a T. You tell them no, they go, we'll try, we'll get there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since she'll never fall in love with you.
That's
Shame
sad.
is free, you know.
Shame is free. I also wish self-love is also free, and I wish he had some of it.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of sad.
Yeah.
But you know, girls do that shit too.
Yeah, even
This
worse.
man will be looking at you then in the face and be like, nah, I don't want you. They will still be there. They will make him breakfast. They will clean his room. Man.
Separate his whites from his...
Damn.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Made a group chat with his friends and had them bully me while he also verbally assaulted me, while they all laughed at me and kept adding me back.
What? That's crazy. I don't want to know if you stayed. Imagine not. Remember I told you, yeah, the boys, they're always laughing. They actually don't care.
No, guys, that would actually send me to a mental home.
Do you know what? I'd actually take my L and just, I'll just take my L. Fair play. I'd shake your hand. Fair play. See you later.
That's crazy.
Because I've taken an L that I can't replace.
No, he needs to feel physical pain.
But the thing is, this is what men, doesn't matter what we do to men. They feel pain, but they will never show it. They won't show it.
This one guy told, I don't know if I should say this. Just get your boards ready. We're going to do a blind ranking. But basically, this one guy told me that, like, if we're not together, by the way, okay, it's done. But he said, if I ever cheat on him, let's say he asked me a question, or we're asking each other questions like, what would you do if I cheated type shit. And I think the scenario was, what would you do if I cheated the day before our wedding? He was like, I'll marry you and we'll have the best wedding. But when we're married is when you're gonna see shit to the point where, like, I'm not gonna be home, I'm not gonna eat your food, and, like, even when it comes to intimate time, I'll just use your... Yeah.
See, no. A guy like that scares the hell out of me, because I feel like if you're able to pretend like that in front of so many people and then plot that many years of revenge, because that's years of revenge that he's planning.
I mean, he's fully invested.
Like,
he's
to
fully
live with you for the
invested.
rest of your life to make you miserable. That's an evil person.
Bro. I was
That
like, okay.
that shit scares the hell out of me, because why not just walk away? Like, do your worst that day, and then after it, never see that person again. Like, let out your anger, show your pepper that one day, and go. But to sit there and plot revenge for about 20 years.
It's like Saltburn.
I've never watched that.
It's like Saltburn, planning so far into the future that, like, you are just gonna cause destruction for so many years.
Yeah.
Listen, if it was the other way around, what would you be saying?
I said, yeah. Oh, what I'd say?
No, like, if it was the woman, if it was like he asked that and a girl said
oh yeah, true. He'd be like, oh, crazy.
Women,
but, like, I want, like, when, but what if a woman's doing it? Like, that's normal.
I don't think
but for a guy to do that kind of plotting is crazy.
I don't think women would sit around to plot that many years.
I think
they would plot their revenge, but I don't think they plan on staying there for like 20 years, because they're also going to be planning to have, like, kids and family. You're not going to want to have a family with this
kind of person.
But it depends. True. Like, but I think a lot of people settle in this life. Yeah. Do you get me? True. Like, they don't settle. They don't get married for love anymore. Do you get me? And if circumstances is right, that, like, I think both sides, both parties.
But then she probably wouldn't plan revenge. She just charge it to the game and be like, it is what it is. Yeah. Apparently, there is a story of someone who actually did that. I can't remember who exactly it was. It was like a dentist or something. On their night of their wedding, he actually went through the whole ceremony, then, or I think he went through the whole ceremony, then it was at the end of the night, he pulled up a massive, like, projector and the photos and everything, and he kissed her, like, really aggressively, and then pretty much announced it to the whole, and he was like, yeah, she cheated on me, she's a whore, she's this in front of everybody. Was that a TikTok video? Yeah, they're back together. Oh, listen,
That's what I'm saying. Have your domestics behind closed doors, not the physical ones. But anyways,
Sheesh. Anyways, on the topic of cheating, blind ranking, worst places to get cheated on.
okay.
Worst place.
How many numbers?
10.
10. Ree, I know you're sick of me again. And you know what? Me and Ree were having a great relationship. You know what I mean? I just hit her with the hard ones today. Right.
Wow.
Worst places to get cheated on. I'll just call it out and we'll discuss after. Right. Number 1, at your own birthday dinner.
At.
My own birthday dinner.
Yeah. So while they're saying happy birthday, he's in the bathroom with my man.
A beat birthday dinner. That's rude, bro. But I know there's gonna be worse ones.
Yeah. Number 2, while you're in labor.
Oh my days. What's going on?
Worst places to get cheated on your anniversary trip. During a boys' trip, he begged you to trust him to go. Go on.
Standard procedure.
On your wedding day.
Mm.
Oh.
Are you married?
Yeah. While you're at your family's house bonding with their mom.
Ooh.
Wait, was he bonding with the mother?
Like
You
your
were
family?
bonding.
Oh,
his
so
mother.
his
So
family
he's
says.
cheating.
He's cheating while I'm.
Yeah, with the cousin. While you're talking to his
Oh,
mom.
so incest.
No, like, but it's not
No,
like
you know the
it's
way
not,
they lie.
it's not really
say
like
it's my
cousin. Yeah. Like it's not really his cousin, but literally your mom's friend's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, his mom's friend's daughter.
Yeah, makes sense.
Workplace. That shit will piss me off.
2 men got caught last year
Sheesh.
with each other, and they married with wives.
At your shared apartment.
What?
Since you heard me correctly.
Love is love, eh?
At your apartment.
At my apartment.
Yeah, shared apartment.
At the shared apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
On holiday. No, sorry.
What?
No, because I already said on holiday. Yeah, on holiday. You guys are on a holiday too.
The anniversary trip is a holiday.
Did I say anniversary trip?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is a holiday. So I have to. So I double booked. I double wrote that down. I have to
So 9.
At a nightclub. And lastly, during couples therapy.
During.
Like he's getting with the therapist.
Secretary, yeah.
With the secretary.
Yeah.
To be honest, my fucking therapy should be free.
At that point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Worst is 1. No, the worst is 10.
Worst is 1.
Worst is yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Gone.
Number 1 for me was labor.
Yeah.
Bro.
But what was 1 for me? 1 for me was. What was 1 for me?
Because I'm not pushing your big head, your big child's head out. And you're doing that.
Who's holding my hand, bro?
Yeah.
Did you get me? That
is
you know what?
max.
That one
Uh-huh.
would hurt me the most.
Yeah.
Did you get me?
That was
because
that's
when. Yeah.
Like it literally was, and it wasn't just even while she was pregnant. Like in
this
labor.
is real life story.
Yeah. That's what happened to Khloe Kardashian.
No way.
Tristan cheated on her while she was in labor.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was photos and everything. So while she was in labor, he wasn't even there. I don't think he was there. He came eventually. And at that point, she had to choose between her daughter not having her father around when she was born or herself. And she still put her daughter in front. This is why I say Khloe is my favorite Kardashian. Because I know me, bro. I am sucking that child back up.
And we're going back 9 months.
We're going back 9 months. I will find a way to build a time machine. Because I will kill him. There's no what? That was a bird.
Number 2.
Okay. So wait, at a birthday dinner, what was that?
2.
Birthday dinner was
Yeah,
number 2.
Birthday dinner was number
labor
2.
is number 1.
Yeah. Birthday dinner. Could you imagine after
on my birthday
in like my birthday outfit?
Eesh.
Crazy.
And like, you know, after the birthday, you guys are supposed to go home and have some naughty time or whatever.
So now I'm sitting home crying. ruining the
my
face of
birthday.
What if
Mason.
you didn't know?
You ruined my birthday for life.
What if you didn't? What if you
every
didn't
year-
know and he came home?
Why would you forget my birthday?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
He was there, right? He was there. However, you didn't know he went off.
And then I find out.
No, you don't
And then
find
he
out.
came.
So I never find out.
You don't find out
It's better off I
until
never
like the
find out.
cameras.
The cameras.
The cameras show you. It's terrible.
I'd probably rather not find out
Mm.
until
better
after
never
my
find out.
birthday.
No, I
Like-
better never find out.
No, I want to find out. I always want to find out, but not till after my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, let me have my one day.
Yeah.
No matter what, it doesn't matter. He still cheated on you on your birthday. The following year, you're gonna remember it. You're gonna be like, oh my
like
god.
5 years
Sheesh.
later, you're not gonna remember like as much.
I will never forget that.
You're gonna be like, look at
I'd
it.
be sitting with my friends and be like, remember that one time?
Oh,
Remember-
I didn't remember that
Like,
one time.
2 bottles down. It didn't affect me.
Oh,
I'm
man.
okay.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Your eye twitching like.
Give me Azul now.
What's it called? Anniversary trip.
4.
Eesh, anniversary
4.
trip is
7.
deep, bro.
You had a 7.
Yeah.
Anniversary
Because
trip
look, at
is-
least I'm away. I'm on a holiday.
No, it's
Listen.
anniversary.
Yeah.
That's a celebration of your wedding, and no.
Listen, I know now. I'm in a hot country. Your card is on the room service. I'm gonna run it up. Gonna get a room.
And how I'm getting his life insurance.
Eesh.
Did you get me? No, not even life insurance, bro.
Production is sat here looking at.
I'm having a great time on a holiday. I'm not coming back for a
No.
month.
Yeah,
a
watch me be the next case of how she killed her husband to collect the
Sheesh.
money.
On the voice trip.
8.
Boy,
I think that's
10.
expected. Yeah, that's expected.
Yeah,
Light,
that's
light
decent.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit happens all the time.
Listen, you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a PSA. Don't let your men out on boys trips.
Yeah.
Shit.
Only messing. Or am I?
On your wedding day.
3.
Yeah,
3?
3 for me as
I
well.
think wedding day. Let me see. That was 6 for me.
Like after I've dropped like 20 bags,
Yeah.
and now you want to show me that you don't want to be together. That would piss me off.
Now, what you do
Again.
is you get the prenup to have a clause that if someone cheats, you get the money.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%.
You're
100%.
welcome, ladies.
At at your family's place while you're bonding
6.
as a mom.
Wait,
But-
his mom.
Yeah.
9.
6. Cause I'm gonna be smashing doors like in the
9.
family house.
Mm.
If he's doing that, his mama probably knew.
Yeah. But at least I'll be fed.
True. At the workplace.
10.
Actually.
Workplace,
what
I
is
did
it?
5 because look, these things. It's like one of the top
Like,
cheating
it's
spots
really-
Yeah.
because you
stuff
spend
is
so much
crazy.
time in the workplace.
Yeah. At your apartment, shared apartment.
6.
8. Like
I said 3.
That's my house. You had the audacity to bring her into my house.
crazy.
yeah, but like then you keep the house.
I can't keep the house because what they've done on the kitchen counter, on the floor, in the bathroom, on the couch, in your bed, on the balcony.
I'm locking the doors and nobody's getting in. Like, cause I'm not staying there. So now we're both homeless. But you have no keys.
Okay. Then I said at a nightclub.
Oh, I think I
9.
had that at 5.
Yeah.
Look, listen, it is what it is.
Yeah, I had nightclub at 5.
And then at couples therapy.
7.
4. Because 4, you are literally going to. I'm getting my counseling for free. I don't care if it was the
Yeah, because
secretary,
I'm
if it
gonna
was
be
someone
paid
else.
for compensation.
Compensation.
I'm suing that therapy clinic
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm getting free therapy for life, my kids' life.
for
We're
emotional.
gonna get
Crazy.
family therapy. I'm gonna get heavily medicated.
crazy.
And I'm gonna have a great
Heavily
time.
medicated
And I
is
might get a little
crazy.
bit of a bank. A little bit of bank as well.
Oh, crazy. Next week, I'm trying. Hopefully, I can do something.
That was
more
so good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Last week
So
was
the
like the
fact that you
toxic one.
come up with these at the top of your head is
My
crazy
boyfriend
to me.
helps me.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
As in Chachi.
I
Oh,
figured. I
okay.
figured.
Because I was about to be like, sorry?
I would have
No,
definitely
I-
told you.
Yeah, I know.
I would have told you. I would have made a group call and been like, guys, I have a boyfriend now.
I love that.
Yes. True or false?
Okay.
You can deny your childhood trauma all you want, but your romantic life or relationships will reveal the truth every time.
100%.
100%.
You can date according to your childhood traumas.
Yeah.
Word for word, bar for bar, M for M.
Yeah, 100% true. Like, you can't escape your demons. Like, you actually can't escape them. And you do bring them on to, like, your future relationships. Sorry, we went on from cheating boyfriends to deep, real quick, real fast. But no, I think, like, your makeup as a child, like, even if you had, like, the perfect childhood, there is still some, like, traumas that you need to identify, because nobody's had a perfect childhood as much as we like to think that we have.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good to do work on yourself, but if you don't and you deny it, you're gonna bring it into every part of your life. Like, it's not just relationships, workplace, like your family, friendships, yourself. Like, there's toxic habits that you've probably learned that you think is right, but until you actually sit with yourself and understand as an adult what is right and wrong. Because I think I was actually only talking to my friend about this the other day. It was like, our childhood trauma, or our traumas, basically come from childhood. And we, like, as a child, you don't understand logic, you don't understand sense, you just understand, like, as a child would. So that's why you have to heal your inner child, because you're teaching your inner self that the things that you taught as a child weren't always correct. Do you know what I mean? Because kids don't see logic, they don't see sense like that. So I think it's always beneficial.
Yeah. 100%, to be honest. I think like it just is, it's usually things you don't even expect. For example, yeah, I would say I was never really complimented as a child. Like, as in, like, oh, your hair is pretty. Or, like, that kind of, like, grow up. I hope when I have my daughter that I'm able to, like, tell her she's beautiful every single day and help her with her hair and help her leave the house as her best self. But, like, growing up, I never got that. So now with dating now, it's like validation from men. Do you get me? But now obviously I'm in a place where, like, I actually prefer validation from a healthy validation from women. Like, I prefer it more because I feel like it's coming from a good place. More times than not, if a woman compliments me, she's not complimenting me because she wants to sleep with me. She's complimenting me because it's coming from a genuine place, and stuff like that. But obviously, just understanding that and, like, rejigging my mind and stuff like that. But I think it's just about being self-aware, to be honest.
Self-awareness for sure.
Yeah, just looking at yourself and understanding, because, like, to be honest, I've been thinking about this the past couple of weeks as well, like, because you can be self-aware and you can do all the work, but you can always slip back into a sense of maybe not thinking the right way, or picking up toxic habits that you did before. And it's reminding yourself that we can't always be perfect all the time. And it's like, we don't even have to know what, like, we don't have to know all the time what the problem is. We just have to acknowledge it at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't,
You ate with that.
you get me? Because it's like I think I put so much pressure on myself sometimes to be like, oh, like, I need to be perfect, I need to be right, like, I need to do right, be right, act right, everything right. And it's like, we are human, we make slip ups, but it's how you rectify those slip ups, or how you see, like, okay, I wasn't acting in a right state at this moment in time, but I can do better. Like, I can see exactly when I'm wrong, or when I slip up, where I've gone wrong. And I think that's a really good thing to learn in life, because you will never be 100% right for the rest of your life. Like, you're never going to be it. So it's like, when you're wrong, just find it and pinpoint it. And if you can reflect on your bad moments and see, I think it
I got me for your meat, yeah, man. Shawty from that man when it